Lifetime trusts can be used for many purposes. These are trusts that you create during your lifetime as opposed to in your will. What you're in effect doing is gifting assets to the trust. You may be the beneficiary of the trust as well as your children and descendants, or you may choose to exclude yourself and your spouse. If you include yourself as a beneficiary, then primarily the trust is not used to save inheritance tax. It is used as an asset protection vehicle. There may be many reasons that you set up a trust. You may, for example, have disabled children. By putting assets into a trust during your lifetime, you can control those assets as a trustee, and on your death, those assets will be in trust for your children. They can use the assets immediately, they don't have to wait for grant of probate, and your trustees can manage those funds on behalf of vulnerable, irresponsible, disabled children, allowing them to benefit, but without allowing them direct access to the funds and the management of those funds themselves. Trusts can be used for inheritance tax purposes as well, but in order for your estate to benefit, you would need to exclude yourself and your spouse and any minor children, that's his children under the age of 18, from benefiting. As asset protection vehicles, they're very useful. Once assets are put in trust, they can, in certain circumstances, withhold claims from creditors in bankruptcy. They can also be used for inheritance tax saving, either in your lifetime or on your children's lifetime, with the use of loans to those beneficiaries as opposed to them owning the assets outright. Asset protection trusts can be extremely useful. They tend to work for unintended purposes. So, for example, if a spouse remarries on the death of the first spouse, any assets within trust cannot be used by any new spouse on that spouse's remarriage. Very often, where wills are concerned, they're revoked on marriage, and on second marriages, sometimes assets intended for your own children end up in the hands of the descendants of the new spouse. The use of trusts can stop this from happening. It can also, in certain circumstances, stop your assets being used for your spouse's care fees, for example. Please have a chat with us. I'm very happy to discuss all aspects of trusts with you. They have many and varied uses. I look forward to hearing from you.